folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium, the home of the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup. You just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
The Flames hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Sideline catch made, but they stop him for no gain.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to protect him.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Flames.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. the shotgun, handoff inside. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The sack sets up second down. Looking to throw here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. So what's the call going to be? It's fourth down and short right from midfield. From the shotgun, drops back. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Looks like Northwestern will have the first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Northwestern getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for a receiver. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Northwestern.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the target, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that short completion. Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick grab. Broken tackle still going. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Liberty.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Out comes the Northwestern offense out of the field again. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he treated determined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, trying to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You talk to any offensive coordinator around the country, you start to evaluate quarterbacks. Everybody wants to talk arm strength and speed and size. The intangible about quarterbacks' willingness to take a hit and still deliver the ball is something that every offensive coordinator would tell you it's one of the highest priorities they look for.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Wildcats. That's how you finish a play.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Automatic in the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive down from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back? Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Flames.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
He knocked through the extra point, and the lead is 7, 21-14. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. A deep shot right down the middle. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a
deep shot to the right. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Northwestern. There was no catching him that time.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They score with no time remaining. And now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Flames will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Out comes the Northwestern offense onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Tackled at the 32, that's enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Grab by the receiver. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This Northwestern offense is quickly moving down the field.
Chris Smith, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Northwestern getting set with a first and 10 coming up. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats, to put them on top now. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have...
The pass is intercepted. He could go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that completion. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit rush there on first down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Flames come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. And misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. The Flames will line up here on first down and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Liberty. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in a postseason.
Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Number 11 sets a kickoff.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board.
Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Northwestern. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. play. Let's see if they can do better here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Flames getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The Flames are going to cash in here in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And the Flames line up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Going after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. I'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Northwestern offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Wide open downfield. He gets loose. Here he goes. At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's bringing it back. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And there's the handoff. He breaks free. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. That is broken up and incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Liberty. Way too much speed in that play.
Love this never-say-die attitude from his quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks him about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Keeping it on the ground here. Throws a stiff arm. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. It's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.